Hello, this is Tony and Michael in question and answers for the Soul Group Insights. And we have a question here from Sheila Henderson.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi. And Sheila, I am sorry. We're both sorry for your loss of your daughter.
Indeed.
But I'll read the question because this might be also beneficial to other people in similar circumstances. Dear Michael and Tony, I was recently told by a psychic lady I trust that my daughter, who died 5 years ago in a scuba diving accident and literally just floated away, was actually an Atlantean where she had now returned. That was not to say she couldn't then greet me when I passed. I am a bit puzzled. Is Atlantis different to Earth? I understood Atlantis was part of this planet and Joseph himself was an Atlantean. I was also informed she only intended to come to Earth for a relatively short period. She certainly was a huge positive influence on a great number of people, especially young ones, in her 36 years. Does this mean some souls come to Earth but don't go through the cleansing spheres, which I understood are for those of us on Earth influenced by the fall, and not for the souls from other places? A complex question,
It is
Michael.
a complex question, yeah. First of all, Joseph did mention that he had been around at the time of Atlantis in the earlier books.
Yeah.
He then moved on to his message and as much as said that, look, that's a little bit of my background, but it's not important. The message that I'm bringing through is important. But the way that he described Atlantis was in the past tense, that it was somewhere that he had been, that Atlantis had come to an end because of mistakes they had made during a fall period, and that it no longer existed. As I understand it, and my feeling is that every human soul at the point of physical death moves on into a higher vibration, moves out of the physical body and back into a higher vibration. Now, the cleansing spheres are there to allow a gradual reawakening of our spiritual senses and to divest us of the heavier vibrations of the earth that we have gathered around ourselves as a result of living a life here and or choosing to come back. We don't all go to the same vibration when we experience physical death. We go to a vibration that is in harmony with the vibration that we exhibit as a spirit at that time because of our experiences. In other words, if we've elevated our souls to a certain extent, then we will immediately migrate to a vibration that is in harmony with the vibration that we have as a spirit. So that the cleansing spheres are areas that correspond to a frequency, each of them, to a frequency of vibration within a soul. And once that vibration has been surpassed by a more refined vibration, then that soul moves on into the next sphere. So we have souls who come here to learn or to repeat experiences against advice. They're advised not to come back, but to move on through the cleansing spheres and out into infinity. And we have souls who come here to teach. Now, the souls that come here to teach have already gained a certain level of vibration, unless that vibration becomes submerged because of their experiences on Earth, because this is dangerous territory. Those souls, upon physical death, migrate to the sphere that is in harmony with the vibration that is already within them at that point. So in a sense, you could say that they fast-track certain of the spheres and go back to the sphere that they came from when they decided to incarnate to help others. And it may be that that sphere is now somewhere that they will only visit for a short time because their vibration has been advanced again because of their experiences on Earth, and they are moving onto a still higher sphere. So all souls on Earth in some way move through the cleansing spheres. But that might only be a fast track to a sphere that they came from before they came here in the first place. The Atlantean area, I can only answer from my own perspective, and having worked with Joseph, I would put Atlantis firmly in the past. Now, maybe that the lady, and I've no reason to doubt her ability, had picked up that there was a connection with Atlantis at one stage within the soul of your daughter.
This is the psychic lady?
Yes,
the psychic
and
lady.
had extrapolated from that, because it's difficult to pick up messages psychically and spiritually, had extrapolated from that your daughter had returned to Atlantis. My take on it would be that perhaps there was a connection to Atlantis at one stage in the history of her soul, but that certainly she has moved on to the sphere that resonates with the vibration of her soul. She's perfectly safe. She is perfectly sound, and without doubt, because of that love link, you will meet her again when you move on from this world yourself, and no doubt meet her and speak with her and move and travel with her at night, but you won't remember the experience because this world shuts in when we wake up in the morning.
I think that says everything. Sheila, I hope that covers the areas you're looking for. I'm not sure whether you've read the book, the Joseph book, Your Life After Death, but if you have it, I've read it about 5 times, 6 times, and each time I read it, I get something new out of it. And so it might be worthwhile either looking at it or revisiting it. It explains beautifully the progression of the cleansing spheres. Anyway, Sheila, I hope that was helpful. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless, and thank you so much.